I'm with the lovely Sophia Bush. How are you?
I'm good, my friend. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. You were just mentioning how nice my shirt was.
It's great.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you. But what is lovely is your new show. Well, not really lovely. It's quite gritty and, you know,
Yeah.
Chicago PD.
It's a little messy, but
A little messy. You're very,
in a good way.
very different to what we're used to seeing you. You're a bit
Certainly.
badass. Badass.
Yeah.
Badass, I should say.
There it is in the American
Badass.
accent.
English.
Yeah.
Tell us about the role.
I play Detective Erin Lindsay, and as you said, she is quite a badass. She works in the intelligence division, which is undercover cops in Chicago, and they work all the toughest cases, and they embed themselves in very dangerous situations. And I sort of feel like I'm on a very grown-up playground all the time, running around with guns and sledgehammering doors open and high-speed chases, and it's the best job in the world.
Keeps it interesting. Keeps it interesting. And you're familiar with shooting guns anyway.
Yes.
Before you went on the show.
Yes.
She chased me with a gun down the street once. That's true.
It was one time.
It was one time. Drink was involved. It's fine. And did you have to still learn a lot about law enforcement
Yes.
for the role?
I mean, it was a lot of training. We had a full week of boot camp with the SWAT team, with intelligence officers, with technical advisors when we got there, and it was crazy and also very exciting. And then we have technical advisors on set with us every day, so we're learning every day.
Right. What's been the toughest thing to learn?
Well,
in the way of like using a gun or using a
it's funny. Even, I mean, our big rifles don't scare me. The guns don't scare me. The thing that's actually quite difficult is proper handcuffing. And you wouldn't think that that's that hard.
I'm familiar with handcuffs. No, I won't go there.
It's a very different thing to handcuff a willing participant
sorry.
than someone
Wasn't
who's fighting
sure.
with
Okay.
you. You're turning so red.
I'm not turning red. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Carry on. Moving on.
And yeah, when someone is struggling against you and you've got one handcuff on their wrist behind their back, they're then armed with a deadly weapon. They have a big metal hook in their hand, and it can be a really scary situation, and that wasn't something I'd ever considered.
Right.
So really learning how to do that properly and keep yourself out of harm's way was definitely the most unexpected lesson in all that training for me.
And you do all your own stunts as well, don't you, on the show?
Yes.
Tell us about any injuries, any...
It's great fun. The second episode that aired, everybody wanted to know if when I got hit with the metal pipe, it hurt as bad as it looked like it did, and it was a pretty interesting experience, but I think we made it look good.
Okay.
But it was actually a couple of weeks ago, just, chasing a man to tackle in the ice, and I hit
in the show, for the show.
In the show,
right,
yes. And I hit the ground and everything was frozen, and suddenly I could see my feet in front of my eyes, and I knew that was a bad thing.
Yeah.
And so I cracked up my neck and my back pretty good, but everything's okay.
Just a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh, you've recovered quite well.
Yeah, I'm all right. For about a week, I had to look at everyone like this. It was a lot of this, but now I can turn my head again.
Now you've got full movement, which is great.
I'm doing pretty good.
Full movement is always good. And there was just a crossover with Law and Order. Is that right?
Yeah, we're doing a big crossover with Law and Order SVU, and I'm actually headed to New York to shoot with Mariska tomorrow. So that's only a life-affirming moment for me. I'm really looking forward to it.
And that airs after the Winter Olympics, I think.
Yes, I believe it's our first episode back after the Olympics.
Look at that. You're hugely involved in charity work as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of the stuff you're doing there.
God, I think.
Where'd you begin?
Well, I think it's a really exciting thing, first and foremost, for me to be able to use a platform to kind of turn this notion of celebrity being cool on its head and say, no. The real rock stars are the people who are changing the world every day, and how can all of us do more of that? Whether you have a little bit of time or a lot of time, you can actually influence the way that society works by giving back and by being a global citizen. And those are really fulfilling conversations for me to have with young people, whether we're building schools with pencils of promise, or we're talking to women about feeling like they are enough and like other women are their collaborators versus their competitors in life with I Am That Girl. We have a lot of really good things going, so.
Use it to do good.
Absolutely.
Use it to do good.
Why not?
Why not? Perfect. Sophia Bush for president. I'm there. I think so.
I'm all about Connie Britton 2016, man. If Connie Britton ran the world, I would be her vice president in a heartbeat.
Okay. Let's make that happen. Well, Young Hollywood can start a campaign. We can do that. We can do that. Sophia Bush, absolute pleasure. Catch her in Chicago PD. See her handcuffing people and shooting and bending rules. That's what she does.